Okay, so today I wanted to showcase the new Broly unit in Anime Vanguards. So, one disclaimer is that when you evolve him, his cutscene literally just does not work. It literally just breaks your whole game and you don't get to watch the cutscene. Even if you rejoin a server and view it, it just doesn't work. So, sadly, I can't show that. But what I can show is his cosmetic, his like full showcase, his max potential of like an actual unit. So here is the cosmetic. It's not that bad. It's a lot better in max graphics, but yeah, when I'm pretty sure in the idle animation you can get that like little thing, but yeah, it's not that bad of a cosmetic. I just prefer Gogeta more, and you also get this banner, which is not that bad of a banner. I'm currently using it because it looks nice, and yeah, so you probably did the time trial, but you kind of really need to go into like the sandbox mode to really like get an idea of how good he really is. Because in the time trial, you're not going to get to his max potential. Personally, I think he's an okay unit. I think Frieza's low-key just better overall. So instead of rolling, if you get Deadeye on Broly, I would say keep it and go for Monarch on Frieza. That's all I'm saying. Like, sub for more. I'm gonna post a Monarch only video, I think like within 24 hours of this one, so have notifications on for that one. It'll be soon. Yeah, on to the showcase. Okay, so now that I'm here, I also bought a calculator to try and like figure out some of the math for this, because he has a lot of stuff that are based off crit, so we gotta like account for everything. So first, he's 3rd placement, so he gets an ability off the bat. So when this ability is active, he gets 20% more. When this ability is active, 20% crit wave per wave for all the units that are default unbound. So I'm assuming that. Okay. So every unbound unit in his like AOE, I'm assuming just gets buffed. Yeah, they get buffed by 20% more crit. So I'm probably gonna run this with my Aizen for like MVP rewards. I'm not gonna lie. Then after 7 waves, said unit starts to gain 10% more crit damage per wave. So he's good with unbound units. So, well, I forgot who's unbound. I think it's Aizen and like that. But this doesn't work with Kaguya because this is by default. Next is the unit passive. So once he gets over 100% crit, it converts to crit damage, and he gets 5% more crit chance every wave, and he gets to a cap of 95%, which he can gain. So that's around 19 waves. And anytime he crits, he cleanses himself from debuffs, and he starts off with 50% on placement. So if I upgrade him, his crit will drop. Next is whenever he attacks, he does another attack which buffs his own damage by 50%, and there's a 5-second cooldown whenever this gets over. When he does this attack, he will inflict rupture, and if you don't know, that just prevents regen completely, so he's good against regen units. And his cost will reduce by 2% every wave. No, not every wave. Every time he crits, my fault. Every time he crits, his cost will go down by 2% with a cap of 30. But once you upgrade this unit, it'll go back to 1, or back to square 0 pretty much. And if this unit attacks an enemy that does not crit, he'll follow up with another attack, which buffs his damage again by 50% for 60 seconds. So let's quickly turn on disable visual effects and just check them out. So let's enable waves, and then we'll skip some. So each wave he gets an extra 5%. So currently he's at 70, but if we upgrade him back to 25. So first he does like he's a circle AoE. Next is a blast. This is cool. So basically Broly has like mini cutscenes in his upgrades. So if we upgrade him here, he becomes Super Saiyan and he has a full AoE attack. Next is Wrathful Combo, which is circle again. Back to upgrading him. Wrathful Blast, he has another cutscene, which he powers up once more for a cone AoE. Then Flames of Rage, his attack doubles, but goes to 9.3 SPA. And yeah, he's back to cone. So if we skip waves, at a certain point he gets 100% crit damage. And let me quickly place Escanor and nuke all these, because I don't want to have my computer die from units spawning. Okay, but currently, let's disable waves. Let's place an unbound unit next to him and show. And we can turn off visual effects now. We showed everything. Okay, so, off the bat, my Aizen has 5% crit. If we pop his Clash, he gains 20%. Skip wave. 20, 20, 20, 105. And now, after my unit gets 100% crit chance, which is insane, you will go up in crit damage. So now if we go up, it goes up 10% every wave, and then it caps at 3.15. And another thing is that every time he crits, he goes up another 50% damage. So let's just try to calculate this entirely. Okay, so the way I hope it works is that the attack he also does will scale with crit. We'll do one with and without just to make sure, because that might not be the case. So without that extra 50%, let's get 62,000. Then we times this by 3.15. He's basically doing 200k. And then with Monarch, he will be doing pretty much 585k. This is all without a familiar as well. But if we were to add that 50% and it scales with it, that would be around, let's just say 90k. Then we're gonna want to times this by 3.15. So he'd be doing 283,000. But then if we times this 3 for the Monarch, 850k. So overall, really good unit. This is only good for like long-term content, not like 20 waves or anything like that. But yeah, so Broly's good. He's really good with Deadeye. Like overall, Deadeye's better because he'll be doing more crit damage and more crit chance and whatnot. So overall, his best trait's Deadeye, but most of the time you're not going to be doing that long-term content. So if you get Monarch, keep it. If you get Deadeye, keep that as well. And yeah, so only downside is his SPA is terrible. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So Broly's really easy to get. If you don't have a Vanguard, go for him. He's going to be able to carry you through a lot. And yeah, so I think him giving your units 100% more crit chance, like having able to have that, is genuinely just insane. So I'm going to run this guy with Aizen to get MVP rewards. And he's doing 89% more crit. Like we see this 195% more crit chance, which is just insane. But yeah, so just the end of the showcase. Oh, and let's see how much he costs. He costs a total of basically 150,000 to max. Okay. I would say yeah, good unit. I still think that overall Frieza is gonna be more versatile, but like they're on par with each other with how useful they are, I guess. But Frieza might win just because of summons. I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, so new video soon. Like, sub, notifications, be prepared for it. Thank you. If you want more tower defense content, just let me know, because I'm probably gonna do it now from the future, because I like tower defenses more than Blue Lock games, which is what I used to post. Yeah. Good night, because it's currently 4 a.m.